Good morning, everybody. I'm Tuckahoe Mayor Steve Ecklond, and I'm here with Village Trustee Danny Lang. Good morning, Danny.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
And we're here with our Superintendent of Public Works, Frank DeMarco. Good morning,
Good
Frank.
morning, Steve. Good morning.
And we're here in DPW's yard, which is down at 15 Marbledale Road, right off of Main Street. And today is, what do you call this? You call it a DPW Day or?
Get acquainted with your DPW Day.
Okay.
Open house.
And you did it last year.
We did it. This is our second annual.
And today is the day where all our residents get an opportunity to come down and see all the different vehicles, we call them assets, that the village has in this department. We have, you're going to see them, our cameraman's going to actually show you our brand new garbage truck. I know it's kind of neat, actually, and Danny's son Declan was on the horn before, so we'll actually get a little blast of the horn. We have bucket trucks, we have snow plows, we have so many different pieces of equipment. So Frank's going to kind of go through some of the pieces of equipment. But first I'll let Frank just tell us a little bit about what the day is and just describe it a little bit.
Sure. What we're trying to do is, we always get asked that proverbial question, what does DPW actually do? You know, and you sit down and us at DPW kind of think about it, and we do so much that we try to encompass that all into one day, and that's why we have this every year. It gives everybody the opportunity to ask questions and come down and see our equipment. And when you think DPW, you sometimes think garbage, recycling, but we just cover a whole array of aspects in this field in DPW. You know, we cover underground infrastructure, overhead infrastructure, a lot of municipal public property that we take care of, and plowing our streets, and it just goes on and on and on. And not only do we maintain, but we rebuild and we build. In Tuckahoe, we work on a master plan, we work on little projects, and we kind of get it all done. We're very busy here in Tuckahoe, and we're a unique department compared to other municipalities because of the fact that we not only maintain, but we do construct and build, which keeps us pretty unique.
And that's very, very true. One of the pledges that we've made as a village board is to give you the assets that you need to do some of these projects, to give you the talented staff, which you certainly have, and to give you the money in your budget to go ahead and do a lot of the work that years ago we used to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in subcontracting that work out. Now you're able to do it in-house because you've got such talented people here, whether it is a sewer repair, catch basin installation, all the masonry projects that occur, the salt shed that I know you're going to go ahead and show everyone. I mean, these are really big construction projects that you're doing with a relatively very small group of individuals, but it's the talent that you have here that's just phenomenal. So so I'm going to let you take it for a little walk. Danny, you want to say anything?
No, I'd just love to join you. There's a lot of good stuff going on. The equipment is outrageous. It's just, I don't think I've seen some fancy equipment like this. And
This is our newest garbage truck.
yeah, you won't find this in too many of our neighboring communities, that's for sure. Very nice stuff, though.
So some people will say, "Oh, garbage truck." Well, believe it or not, this is a $250,000 garbage truck. So we make sure that we maintain them and we keep them really in good shape. It's a beautiful truck. It's an incredible piece of equipment. So, you know, trucks aren't just trucks anymore. They're actually like rolling computers. So so we'll get into taking a look at some of these. So come along with us, people.
Okay, as I mentioned before, you know, we are a unique department because we are a constructive department. And what that does is saves taxpayers a lot of money because we do a lot of this work in-house. And to also define a unique department that we have is that each one of our 20 employees here at DPW, we work as a team. You know, team aspect, team concepts are big in everything we do. Any project that I give them, I never tell them how to do it. I want them to come back and tell me how they think something should be done. And in turn, we discuss the project moving forward. But these are some of the unique things that we developed here at DPW in Tuckahoe. So I'm just going to give you a brief tour of the yard and some of the aspects of what we have here, what we store here, what we do here. Where we are right now is where we keep some of our supplies. And as you can see behind me, we have our plows that really in another month or so will be included onto all our trucks and machinery in preparation for our winter months. But as you can see here, we line everything up. We prepare everything during the summer months to get ready for the winter months. And, you know, within a couple of weeks or a month or so, they'll all be installed onto the trucks, as I said before. So we'll look around, and to my left here, we have a metal container. And you know, we collect metals every week, and we get paid for the actual metals that we collect. So we have those that have metals could bring it here to us. We pick it up once a week, and again, you know, we do get paid for the metals that we turn in. And looking straight ahead, you can see our salt shed, which was a new installation last year. We did this in-house ourselves. Correct. It's the white awning. That wasn't here last year, but that was also done in-house. We did that during last winter. It wasn't just a matter of simply putting a canopy up. It was actually rebuilding the wall that's adjacent to our existing building. So that was always a salt shed, but it was left open to the elements. And what that did is it started to erode, and we were wasting a lot of salt because it wasn't correctly protected or covered. So now that it is, and it's also environmentally friendlier, you know, we don't have the runoff of salt leading into our stormwaters. But a lot of the buildings and the yard here is maintained by us at DPW. We had painted the building to the left most recently. We stuccoed the front facade. We had the roof just redone in-house. And again, you know, we try to maintain this entire yard ourselves. The black container to the left of the canopy, which is the salt shed canopy, is our e-waste container. So every week on a Tuesday, we collect e-waste, and it's properly stored in this container. And the county, as you can tell where it's stamped Westchester County .gov there, they pick this container up and they make sure that all the e-waste that's contained in that container is properly disposed of. There's a lot of contaminants in a circuit board or a TV that's properly maintained and taken apart. A lot of the elements in a circuit board and electronics are also recycled and reused. The container next to that black container, I guess we call it a gray container, is our furniture storage container. We collect lightly used furniture for those in need, whether it be a family of a fire that is renting and needs furniture, lightly used furniture temporarily. This is what we collect this furniture for. So the old saying, someone's garbage could be someone's treasure, and that's what we try to do. We try to take as much as we can out of the garbage stream and reuse it, whether it be recyclables, electronics, and yes, even furniture for those that might need it. One thing I also did want to mention is that we're all styling our pink shirts today. And the reason we're styling our pink shirts is every month for the past 8 years, we've been in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And you'll find all of DPW employees wearing our shirts all month for the month of October. To the right, I have Joe Tavolilla. Joe is our new general foreman. Jimmy Gizzo, who was his predecessor, had just retired. And Joe is our new general foreman. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit, Joe?
Hi, I'm Joe Tavolilla. I'm the new general foreman, Village of Tuckahoe. I was formerly the mechanic for the village. I've worked here for 17 years. My family is deeply rooted here in Tuckahoe, and it's an honor for me to be the new foreman. And I look forward to serving the village and all the residents. Thank you.
And Joe is an active part of the department. Anybody that calls, leave messages, they'll get a return call from Joe. But it's great to have him here. He's very much needed. Behind me is my partially DPW department. I'd like to mention some of these guys here. Anthony. Anthony's our machine operator. He works for the highway department. Could you tell us a little bit about what we do here?
We do a little bit of everything, from tree trimming to cement work, fixing the roads, blacktop work. Wintertime is plowing, salting, sidewalk cleaning, a bunch of things. Depends on the time of the year. Leaf pickup during the fall, and summertime, grass, parks, things like that.
Now, you've been here for how many years?
27 years.
Could you tell us about the transition from 27 years to what we're doing today?
We're doing a lot more today than we did back 27
years ago. You can blame me, it's okay.
Yeah, we're a little more busier, a lot more things going on. The population of the village has grown, expanded to the point where we have a lot more to do nowadays than 20-something years ago. So, and the equipment has changed, gotten better, which makes our job a little bit easier. But again, we still have very busy during the day, put it that way.
Do you think that the public really knows what we do here?
I think they see us now and then, maybe during a storm or something. They notice the fact that the roads are clear, the trees are pushed out of the way and cleaned up, parks are clean, grass is cut. I mean, I think they notice those things, especially if their garbage sometimes is missed. They notice that right away, and they'll call Joe and we'll send somebody out. Sometimes things happen, but other than that, I think they sort of have an idea what we do.
Yeah, the department's come a long way over the years.
A lot of times we're doing things late at night that they have no idea. You know, they'll wake up the next morning and things will be done and they're not sure how it got done, but
Right.
we're usually there. Sometimes we're out there 24 hours.
You know what a lot of people don't recognize also, as of 2014, we're also recognized as certified first responders, as police are, firemen, EMS. They realize that DPW is part of that incorporated team.
Well, a lot of times during those storms, Sandy and some of those other storms, Katrina, I mean, if the tree falls across the road, we have to get there first, because we have to move it out of the way so that, God forbid, there's a fire or somebody's in distress, needs an ambulance. They're not going to get there unless we clear that road.
Yeah, let's clear that road.
So we got to get there first. A lot of times it's right in the middle of the storm. Doesn't matter. We're out there. We're out there doing what we have to do so that the police, the fire, and the ambulances all can get to where they're needed. So we have to get there first.
That's great. Great, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about sanitation, garbage. I hate calling it sanitation or garbage. I like to use the word recycling. I like to know that a lot that we pick up can be recycled, can be separated for better use, for our sustainable future anyway. But to my right, I have John Benedictis, who operates the sanitation truck on the south side of Tuckahoe. Yep. And John Saviano operates the sanitation truck on the north side of Tuckahoe. But I'd like for them to talk about what they like to do on a daily basis. They're out there every day from Monday to Friday. And what they do is they have our schedule, and every day it would be either a sanitation pickup or some type of a recycling pickup. But a lot of our residents don't even know what we pick up on a daily basis. John, tell me about your garbage route. You pick up garbage Monday and Friday?
Monday and Friday is household garbage. Tuesdays is bulk items, couches, etc. I mean, the large items, like not household garbage, anything basically. Wednesday we go to pick up cardboard first.
It's recycling day.
Recycling day, and cardboard and bottle and cans. Thursday we do the yard waste and metal pickup in the afternoon, and Friday we go back to household garbage again.
Now we pick up, you mentioned bulk. Bulk, we don't pick up construction debris because it's really not recyclable. And our MRF station that we dump all of our trucks, they don't really take it. And that's what our residents don't understand, is that if we're not picking something up, it's because we have nowhere to dump it. If it's not recyclable and you're not separating, we can't pick it up. But John mentioned a good point that, you know, we pick up couches and sometimes furniture. That's not bulk and it's not garbage. We also collect furniture for the needy. So if anybody's looking to get rid of lightly used furniture that we could use or a family could use, I suggest that you call us and we'll schedule a time that you could either drop it off to us, or if you're local, we might even pick it up. Can you tell me about, is recycling growing?
Yeah, I would say so.
Are you picking up more garbage, or
I would say
years that you've been here, what are you seeing and witnessing?
I mean, I've been here about 5 years, and you know, we also pick up commercial stops with it, which is a lot of like the apartment buildings and various stuff like that. So they have, you know, at least 2 to 3 dumpsters per building, which adds a lot of the weight. And they have just as much cardboard as garbage. And it's definitely grown since I've been here, even people's households, because a lot of people order online stuff, so they're always getting boxes. So, you know, there's some houses that you wouldn't even imagine how much cardboard they have because they're always getting Amazon boxes, and that's definitely grown the amount of weights exponentially. And you can check the garbage bags and people don't even. It's just straight household. People don't mix as much as they used to. It's definitely increased quite a bit.
As you can tell, I try to make my job easier by hiring everybody named John. John to the left and John to the right. Just makes my job much easier. But John Saviano was right. Garbage loads and weights are coming down, and we are recycling more and more and more. We're trying to reach out to the schools, to the children, and educate them so they can get home and educate their parents. I think that's where we need to really bring forth what recycling is all about. And really nowadays, everything is recycling. Even in the village of Tuckahoe, we're looking to incorporate food scrap recycling, which will be coming up in the upcoming months. We're in the middle of forming an environmental committee. An environmental committee will help us make this transition and other transitions that we plan on implementing here in the village of Tuckahoe. Thank you.